Welcome back to the Outer Worlds 2. As I was looking at the journal, I didn't realize this was here. I just read this and like didn't think much of it, but I didn't read this. Take care of any unfinished business before proceeding to the substation. Once you disembark, you cannot leave until debris is dealt with. That sounds like point of no return endgamey. No?
Marisol settling nicely? Well, I assume so. She's like, maybe don't tell her I said that, though. Oh, yeah? What's needling you? Shit. Knew I was forgetting something. Of course she did. I had some trouble. I will. Just so long as you promise not to take notes or nothing. For those, anyway, that was the past. I'm good now. I found other ways to cope. Help most things worth doing. When I'm not out there heroically saving the colony, I like to tinker around the ship or work on Val. I exercise. Been considering taking up cross-stitch. What do you think? That was a joke, but always appreciate a vote of confidence. Was there anything else you needed, Commander? Fair point. Whoa. All jesting aside, what's there to tell? Before the invasion, at least, not always. The way you're gawping at me right now makes me think I answered that question wrong. I appreciate the concern. I found you. Oh, and Val's been stalling less since I patched her acclimator. Ship doesn't smell anymore. Spread worst. I was trying to teach myself some new skills in the galley. Val got it. Well, I learned about, like most, can't remember a time I didn't end the day all banged up, filth. It was hard work. Funny thing was, I didn't want to bring any heat down on anyone. Not as, I was then the Earth Director. I could ask you the same. Sometimes I knew joining up with not much sorry, I just get tired of, but back to only thing I know for sure. You buttering me up for a favor? I'll tell you right now, I'm not taking extra. Well then, thanks.
Alright, I was seeing if Niles had anything to say that would progress what was said to me, but no, not really. I don't know what else I would have to do that I haven't already done. I assumed Tristan would have more to his quest. Same with Azza. Azza's quest ended super abruptly, and it's pretty open-ended, honestly. Same with Tristan's, but I mean, I don't have any other quests. The only other quests I have are collection quests. I have no side quests, I have no companion quests, so I guess we just do this one. I want to take Niles and Tristan.
Time to goggle the rift, Commander. We've got to get to the VRIES.
I agree, even if I'm a little confused on how this is potentially already the end game, if this is actually a point of no return.
On behalf of everyone in Auntie's family, I want to thank our hosts for securing this wonderfully austere venue to begin our negotiations for peace. With tensions being patched in Golden Ridge, I am certain we can both profit from a merger. But surely the good Vicar Laureate and his fellow shareholders have some thoughts?
Madam Vice President, I and my fellow counselors remind you that this is no merger,
Be still, Cadre.
an alliance.
But don't let this
By ending the
interloper
war,
out of
we
your
may
sight.
focus on the true threat to our
It's
society.
you, is it not?
The
The one
rifts.
Agent DeVries warned me to expect? Well, see here. If you intend to stop me, you're far too late.
I'll determine that. Tell me what DeVries' plan is now.
Preposterous. Our mission to stop the talks is a righteous one. Why would I ever jeopardize it for the likes of you?
Look at yourself, fool. A traitor bereft of allies. Spill your plans, or the rest of us shall have no choice but to spill your innards.
You do no such thing. My willpower is stout, my loyalty unshakable. And even if by some low chance you could extract my knowledge, you'll never truly understand. If our deaths buy Agent DeVries and our comrades the time they need, so be it.
Seer Wiley said just as much, but when I showed the errors in his thinking, he stood down.
That matters not. He lost his grit and turned traitor. But I am steadfast in my resolve. You hear me? Steadfast.
Wiley also thought he could predict the future. You think your plans will hold up better?
No, I mean, yes. Stop attempting to scramble my thoughts. But it doesn't matter what you do. The rest of our team is pushing forward. Agent DeVries is right. The only way to save us from destruction is to save the Order from itself.
I'll show you mercy, same as I did with the monastery hostages if you tell me everything.
But why would you leave me be? This situation is markedly different. Those at the monastery were not standing in your path.
I'm a member of the Earth Directorate. My word is practically law.
Is it? I may not know of this Earth Directorate you speak of, but I can tell you are not one to be trifled with, if I wish to continue drawing breath, which suddenly seems all I can focus on. Fine then, I surrender. See this screen? Agent of VRIES' orders for each of her strike teams are here for the taking. One team is in the next chamber, in fact. They're using the Seer's codes to gain control of the automechs and secure the station. All while Agent of VRIES makes for the forum chamber to eliminate the delegates. You'll also need this. Her guards have commandeered some frightful reinforcements, and you'd do well to find the control hub to disable them before you're spotted. That's my end of the agreement upheld. If you truly intend to stop her, best be on your way now. May the numbers guide you.
Okay, that worked out pretty well, I guess.
No time to waste. Let's have a look at those plans.
Yeah, one sec. About not wasting time at all. What did he say, this terminal? The monitor displays a map of the station, evidently annotated by DeVries. Her first team of agents to hold the landing pad. Second team is to make their way through the turbine chamber. The third team is to guard the exit in the refinery. DeVries herself will make for the broadcast booth overlooking the forum chamber with the delegates. Okay, sure. So wait, what's upstairs then? I don't want to take the elevator without, like, seeing everything.
Ah, despite this facility's age, these deterrents still function. The wonder of Protectorate technology. Though it does mean we'll have to seek ingress elsewhere.
Alright, that explains that. Do not touch the blue. The blue is bad. So there is this. I don't necessarily know where it goes, but I'll bite.
Just imagine the hustle and bustle of this place in its heyday. Shame it's all going to scrap now.
So is this like a carbon copy of the Vox relay? Is that what it's supposed to be? That's what it looked like. Okay, that didn't do anything. It gave me information, but I'm not necessarily sure what the information does. So back down we go. So next up is down.
It seems your sovereign is regarded.
I'll admit, it's probably good this technology never caught on. We'll need to find and replace the proper fuse to get it functioning again.
He and his ilk won't anticipate.
Alright, can do. Okay, I need the fuse. I don't have the skills.
Landing a strike against the Protectorate in this state will be something like wrangling.
There's one.
Breadworm.
I am unfamiliar, but I presume that to mean it will be without exertion. If so, then you are perhaps even more ignorant of Arcadia than I calculated. The Sovereign, guide him, is as ineffective as you've suggested, but his advised is not. These executions
Alright, plug that in.
attacks are solely his influence.
So,
And that does that, but I can also go this way.
himself, if your own history books are to be believed. Do not act like the current.
For what? Not necessarily sure. It may have just been that sniper rifle.
Your reputation for putting profits over people. But instead, I think
Yeah, there's nothing here.
back to the real matter at hand.
Alright, though, we can go across this now. Sorry to be abrupt. At one point, I picked up a silent sniper rifle. Is that better than the one I have? No, it is not. It has an insane stealth multiplier, but that doesn't really help me, does it? Because in most of the time in this game, you are not in stealth.
Look there, automechs, and hostile by my measure. I'm not one to balk from a fight, but a direct confrontation may be unfavorable.
I think I picked up the thing that may turn them off. Oh, I could have hacked it either way. But yeah, I can turn them off. Or not turn them off, but they're fighting each other, I guess, now. And then I can go this way, which I'm not sure if I want to do or not.
I am primed to punish!
I've eyes on a miscreant. We're here! 3 hole in the head! I'm the one you need to worry about!
Ow, why are they hitting me? These automechs are horrible. They didn't even kill that thing. I don't know if letting them fight was like the entire plan. If it was, oops. Alright, we can move around freely now. And I did level up. Fantastic. Alright, I don't know if those perks are gonna help me, but I took them.
I shall not stay your execution.
These things are like the super soldatens from Wolfenstein. That is exactly what they look like. I might have already said that, because I did take like a two-week break.
To discuss your efforts on Paradise Island. We may have no physical presence there, but we are ever watchful. Our observations suggest that matters have been delicate, but I was heartened to hear that your leaders convinced Westport residents to seek shelter in Fairfield. Things rarely end this way for the Protectorate's abandoned subjects.
Ah, yes. The Protectorate had their folk living in fear between all those hangings and maniacal proclamations. That was all the opening we needed to acquire some hearts and minds.
Well, we welcome the news of your advances. However, it is worrisome that it took the assistance of a free...
Oh my god. Time dilate through. I should have got closer before I did that.
Lights flashing before my eyes, Commander. Revive me.
Oh, you shouldn't have tried to follow me. Nope, I do not want that. It's not my fault Niles walked into a fan blade I did not tell him to follow me through. However, give me that.
Let us turn our attentions once more to Golden Ridge. I am grateful we could come to an accord after that unfortunate attack on Outpost Opportunity, but many questions remain.
Plug that in.
Bit of data then. The true culprit of the attack was a proctor named Svoboda. My brave colleagues found her out and promptly executed her.
Ah, so the Order is capable of decisive action. I had doubts after hearing about your monastery. Even though the hostages yet live, this crime happened under your purview.
I would remind you that these innocents survived because of our quick and accurate analysis of the situation.
Both sides are just taking credit for stuff that I did.
To run rampant on our watch. Chances are high that this is accidental as a result of your people's meddling in our affairs.
Next you'll be claiming we're to blame for all of your past failures.
Maybe that's the joke. But yeah, they're just taking credit for things that I did.
According to my analysis prior to this meeting, enough goodwill exists between our parties to suggest a high chance of success, should a treaty or alliance be agreed upon.
Treaty? As in a contract? Goodness, there's no need to rush into such formalities, Vicar.
No time to lollygag, Commander. Whatever's in that repository can wait.
I don't even know what you're referring to. Another fuse. He's probably referring to what I'm doing right now, but... Alright, I can just bring this back. Hopefully. Just see what's in here.
By my
None shall
estimation,
stand
we
against
formed an
us.
alliance, say, within
Give the order, and I'll take care of him, Commander.
days. The market... The Protectorate hands.
By your estimation, do explain, how did you arrive at this estimation? What model did you utilize? Which metrics?
Oh, you see, I'm renowned for my ability to read a room, as we call it in my business, where common sense meets observational data, you might say.
Alright, maybe we can come back. Yeah, I died a few times trying to get across that Xyranium cloud, but I died, so nope. We'll come back, maybe, if I remember.
This silence is deeply charged. Come out, knaves! Engage us openly!
I don't know if I want that, bro. I'm okay if they're asleep. Okay, I think I did something good. I think. That looked like something good.
Prosecuting!
Viscerally!
You'll go no further, infidel. This next shot will...
Think I understood what I'm supposed to do.
Countermeasures at the ready, Commander.
Don't worry, we'll get there eventually.
What are you
Reposition the fuses.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just so
And then that opens this.
Oh, have you given up? I can hear you scampering around.
We're so close. One elevator ride away from having the VRIES in our crosshairs. Finally.
I guess, man. There has to be more to this. Like, this almost seems not very endgamey, despite it being presented kind of endgamey. Alright, that's just extraneous info. I'll take a free heal. And up we go.
Fine, fine. I suppose we can entertain a tentative agreement. I hereby agree that both of our parties will lay down their arms. For now.
I am pleased to hear it. There is no need for senseless bloodshed when we may yet come to an accord.
I remind you that a contract signing may still be a ways off, but we might consider the hierarchy between our parties, should we wish.
People,
Those two are such easy targets, I almost wish to shoot them. Double time it.
Okay, dokie.
Properly. The poor man was clearly.
What are we missing?
Couldn't see his right hand was actively undermining him, even with his data.
meanwhile, Auntie's choice has done little to alleviate the refugee crisis it helped create. Indeed, my projections may be accurate. You are more interested in what you can see.
You have a nasty habit of arriving at the wrong time, Commander.
It's over, Augustine. Nowhere left to run. No more lies you can peddle or people you can burn. Your rewards come due.
Ibarra, I was unaware of your survival until recently. Believe it or not, I was happy you survived. But to see you still seeking solace in the Commander's shadow is disappointing. You could have done anything with your life. Shrugged off the bad memories. But now you're both here to meddle. Law knows why.
Don't try to change the subject. We need to talk to you about what you're doing here.
Oh, certainly. And then I'll brew us some tea and we can gossip about the latest pitchball matches. Do you think me an idiot? I've no interest in continuing this little reunion. What happened in Horizon Point, well, I had no choice but to do as I did. And I'm prepared to do the same again. These delegates you came to save, I'm killing them both, and any hope for peace will die along with them. This is the only way if we hope to close the rifts before it's too late.
I mean, I have to pick it. Space Ranger, not so fast, fiend. I'm here to stop you and restore justice to Arcadia.
Spare me that sanctimonious drivel. You'll never be Commander Zane, don't even try.
Zane's a hack. They'll be making cereals in my honor when this is over.
Such ambition. But that requires anyone to know that you were here. Or to remember you at all.
All you'll be remembered for is sending your team to the slaughter. Assassinating innocent folks for your own gain. Some legacy you're leaving behind.
I don't give a damn for my legacy. I simply wish for you to stop interfering in my work. You haven't any idea what's at play here. It's in your best interest, Commander, to hear me out. I am doing everything with what little power I have to stop the rifts from destroying the galaxy. I am so close. With the right data and the prototype rift modulator hidden away in a protectorate lab on Praetor, the Order could finally figure out how to control the rifts. But like the protectorate before them, Auntie's choice must never have access to that technology.
So what was Horizon Point, a test run?
No. The Order's seers approached me after I arrived in Arcadia, and proved to me that I needed to act, to stop the Protectorate's rift research from annihilating our galaxy. You were an unwelcome variable. Prior knowledge could have changed your actions, and the seers had predicted that you and your team would perish in the process regardless. I tried to put it out of mind when you and I first spoke. I had to focus. But all I could think of was the cost I was being asked to pay to ensure the mission's success. And I forced myself to complete it. I trusted that with Horizon Point's destruction, humanity might be saved, but it wasn't. It was only the start. I must finish what I started.
I don't care about the past. My concern is the delegates here and now.
You are focused entirely on the wrong thing. Wars come and go. Civilizations can rebuild. But this manner of destruction is something nothing can come back from. You recall what I said of the rift modulator, of the data? It's the only way to control the rifts, and only the Order can be trusted with this power. You know who these corporatists are, how they deal with their competitors. Imagine now how a war spurred by greed might be won, when fought with rifts instead of guns. You see? The Order must not sacrifice their principles for a childish attempt at peace. If they don't complete the mission they started, everything I have done will have counted for nothing.
Enough! Just enough, Augustine. I can't listen to any more of these excuses. I've got all the answers I needed, Commander. She's gone over the threshold and ain't no bringing her back. Best we make this quick, before she can hurt anyone else.
You think you have it in you to pull the trigger, Ibarra?
Had 10 years to practice. Give the order, Commander.
Violence is a last resort, Niles, not the first.
How many times do you need a snake to bite you to realize its nature? She's shown us who she is, Commander. She's showing us again right now.
We all want the same thing here, to stop the rifts, to save Arcadia.
You're wrestling fire here. You know that, right?
It doesn't matter. Nothing you can say to me will change the issue at hand. If I'm to give the Order the means to close the rifts, the peace talks must end. 2 dead delegates? That's a fair price to pay. We've paid worse.
There's another way to help the Order, you just haven't considered it yet.
Is that so? Please then, enlighten me on how you might save the Order from itself.
Gambler, come on, the Order's just taking a calculated risk here. They'll cash out once the war ends.
You sound very sure of that. From your own experience, I gather. I just fear what those corporatist vultures will do once their powerful ally resists becoming a subsidiary. But even if what you say is true, there's no undoing the past. Not for me. I don't belong here. And the Earth Directorate's nothing more than a memory. This mission is all I have. So if you won't leave me to carry out my plans, Commander, then all that's left is your bullet.
We talked to Savannah back at Paradise Island. Not true, your friend Savannah believes in you. She says that you deserve a second chance.
Savannah. I was never a good friend to her, even when she was all I had. Sometimes I thought her a fool for putting such faith in me. But if she still does, maybe. No, it doesn't matter. You should hate me for what I've done to you, to your crew. You can't possibly wish for me to live.
Speech 5 or Leadership 5. I believe you can redeem yourself, make things right again.
Do you actually? I want nothing more than that, but I just didn't understand there was another path I could take. Not until this moment. I see now that my judgment has been compromised. So we will do this your way. No harm will come to the delegates, and I will stand down. But there's more you should know. I've recovered a cartridge from the Earth Directorate satellite I brought down. It's here, with me, and it contains the rift data gathered from every system they monitor. If you process this data, you can use it to improve the prototype rift modulator on Praetor. Once that's finished, the rifts can finally be closed. Everyone will be saved.
Why are you trusting me with this?
Because, whether you believe it or not, you are the picture of an Earth Directorate agent. Competent, resourceful, tenacious.
All these answers are corny. Just go with the first one.
Oh, and humble, too. As for me, I've reached the limit of what I can do here. But you can still save us. And that cartridge will at least give you a head start. There's also a high-priority message from the Chief of Ops on there. I was unable to decrypt it, but you certainly have the means to do so on your ship. It may be 3 years old, but hopefully the information it contains is still relevant. Here, it's yours. May the numbers guide you, Commander. Wait, what in the void is that?
you? The universe does not deign to give us a moment's respite. Time for a tactical retreat, I say.
That is valid. Just remember to grab the sniper rifle on the way out. Where do we want to go?
Follow me, quick!
Do I want to do that? Like, we're on kind of okay terms right now, but the last time you did stuff with me, I died. Ouch. Oh, you guys just teleported there. Bet.
Quickly, quickly, pick up your legs. Watch the ceiling. We've come too far to be crushed by thrice-damned rubble.
You're right. However, this does just appear to be like the end of the first act or something. It's not like the end game. At least I don't think, unless something drastically changes between now and my ship. Is she already inside? I didn't give her permission to go in.
This is an urgent message for all Earth Directorate agents. The spatial rift situation has deteriorated significantly. The rifts threatening a majority of our colonies and our Earth Directorate bases, including this one, have entered their final stages. If you see a rift that looks like this, you are in grave danger. You have at most a matter of months before everything in your local system is destroyed. The seriousness of this situation cannot be overstated. Therefore, Directive Alpha Omega is hereby invoked. You are fully authorized to do everything in your power to find a way to close the rifts. Along with this message, the entirety of our rift data has been sent to your local surveillance satellite. Analyze this data. Law willing, you will find a way to unlock any secrets it has resisted yielding to us. The fate of humanity now depends on you.
Acknowledging receipt of emergency mission parameters update, including activation of Directive Alpha Omega. Commander is now released from any and all agent guidelines. The full parameters are as follows. The agent has full authority to handle the mission in any manner they see fit. No exceptions. The extreme nature of stated emergencies supersedes any other considerations. I have also detected competing priorities in the new mission objectives. The surveillance data from the satellite confirms DeVries' assertion of a prototype modulator on Praetor that may be used to manipulate rifts. Acquisition is required to be able to bypass any new or existing miniature ground-level rift anomalies you may encounter. You are also tasked with finding a way to process the Earth Directorate rift data. The archive computer on Cloister would be best suited to this purpose. Agents are permitted to cooperate with local governments and other political entities at their discretion, even under normal directives, which you are no longer bound by. Both Auntie's Choice and the Order have previously controlled the archive, and may be open to working with you to regain access. Seeking their assistance is recommended. Coincidentally, both delegates also escaped the station and have sent messages expressing gratitude. It seems they feel they owe you their lives and have asked to meet with you at their respective headquarters. Returning to mission objectives. Do you have a preference for which to pursue first, Commander?
Both of these are good points. More information will probably lead to an easier time getting the thing, but getting the thing will probably help with rifts, although I haven't really dealt with any. But what I'm assuming is we'll probably need the information to get the thing to deal with the rifts. And then we're probably going to go back through all the planets that I've been to and go interact with the rifts that I saw on the planet that killed me every time I touched them. So I'm going to go to Cloister first.
Acknowledged. Due to the rift's expansion, both Cloister and Praetor show a high preponderance of miniature rifts. Proceed with caution. It is worth noting that the Order of the Ascendant is headquartered on Cloister. You have also received a message from Auntie's Choice. This unit can relay its contents now, should you wish. The message has also been sent to your private terminal.
I'm gonna listen to what she has to say, but it would have been cool to know that there are miniature rifts now before I chose, but whatever.
Greetings, morally gray potential contractor. You've been pre-selected for membership in Auntie's Choice Esteemed and Valuable Disposable Agent Program. Report on board the ACS Undisputed Claim for details on this exciting opportunity. Signed, Auntie Cleo. It appears you now have permission to visit Auntie's Choice headquarters aboard.
Okay, cool, whatever. Sure. Are you gonna be mad that we didn't kill her? Is she here, by the way?
What happened back there? We had her cornered, bullets chambered, justice within reach, and you just let her go? What am I supposed to do with that? How am I supposed to trust you the next time a tough choice has to be made?
1 or 3 are what I want to say. Whatever, 1. I wasn't about to kill her in cold blood after convincing her to stand down.
That sort of thinking never would have slowed DeVries on the draw.
As Earth Directorate agents, we should always seek peaceful resolutions when we can.
Mercy's a fine concept, but I'm not convinced everyone deserves it. Just hope we don't come to regret our stayed hand. I'm gonna need time to muddle through all this, so let's just end things there. For now.
Alright, so he's pissy. He probably just had a character shift I don't really want to know about. Is DeVries on the ship? She wouldn't be, right? But how else would she have escaped?
I'm glad we made it off Greater Tranquility Station. Presumably the delegates did as well. I'm pleased we prevented their murder. But they remain my enemies, peddling a false peace. I only hope we do not pay for this decision in the future. But let us focus on the task at hand, saving Arcadia from the rifts.
Valid.
Saving the delegates from DeVries took considerable effort, dear.
I couldn't just let them die.
Of course you could, but you didn't. They still might have a role to play if we're to close the rifts.
Okay, cool.
May all our travails add to the...
What about you?
Never thought you'd manage to save DeVries along with the delegates. They could be good allies when we look for help closing the rifts. Assuming DeVries sticks to her change of heart. There's one thing I can't shake, though. That rift exploded at just the right time, right in the middle of the peace talks. Wouldn't happen to be the universe trying to tell us something, would it?
Do you think it's trying to tell us something?
I reckon it's saying that all our political machinations will mean nothing in due time. Nature will always defeat us. But we can learn to work with it, like with the rift tech. By the way, what DeVries said about Auntie and the rift tech, don't take it to heart, huh? Auntie ain't an idiot. Much as she loves business, reckon she loves self-preservation even more. That's some confidence there. Just be careful. She's a shrewd deal-maker. Knows all the loopholes in the book. Still, think we ought to pay the Undisputed Claim a visit, see if we can court Auntie's aid. Your boss was clear. We'll need all the help we can get to close these rifts. Whether we gain that help from Auntie or not, I won't lose sight of that. Our galaxy's survival is of far more consequence than our loyalties. Anyway, appreciate you hearing me out.
Nobody's ever in their rooms. It almost defeats the point of having them. You're also just back here chilling. Okay, you have absolutely nothing to say on the matter. That's interesting. What about you? Has your dialogue reset?
Need some alone time for now.
Nope. Okay, so no, it doesn't appear that DeVries is on the ship. I wonder what happens if I leave the ship and take him with me. Or is he not like an option? Ah, I see. Where did I say I was going? Cloister. Okay, yeah. Not that it matters. I'll do that next episode. That's a good place to stop for right now. I have no idea where DeVries went. We'll figure that out when we come to it. I'll talk to you guys in whatever the next episode may be, where I guess we'll end up on Cloister. So until then, hope you guys enjoyed, and pizza.